Hi, Shuko. How are you? How's everybody? Hi, 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 hi. Greetings, greetings. Mulishani. Hi, Daniel. How are you? How's everyone? It's a Friday. It's a Friday, guys. Key Friday, key December. Queen Mother is fine. Mulishani wa Daniel. Yeah. As usual, we are here again. We are here, guys, for the love of Zambia. We are here. Vasasha Tond. How are you, Namonje? How are you? Ba Bruce, ba Esther. Ba Tom Kasamba. How are you guys? It's winter. The barret is on fire. I'm a wig. This is the wig season. I'm a wig and I'm a barret. Thank you. Guys. We are here. For the love of Zambia. We know. Kid December, guys. Power tap, TikTok. Power tap. Ngamlechta power tap. Power tapping invites people, guys. Exactly. We are here for the love of Zambia. Patriotic Zambians. But dancing as usual in the view. Share and power tap, guys, for the love of Zambia. Nangu pali 10 abantu apaningi shiwata, out of those 10 people pali bashushushu, and we need bashushushu ukusenda information no kuitwala. That's why we need to be politically correct. Mozambique, oh my God, how is Port Beira, Mozambique? I've never been there. One day I shall go to Mozambique. We know na bashushushu na maspies opo balipano. So mwila sakamana tiyo tapali abantu abantu opo bali ya maspies. If there are 10 people watching, 1 or 2 they are spies and sushushu. So that's all we need. If there are 10 people watching, 1 or 2 people, they are spies. So that is the idea. Guys. Nangupadi 10 people watching. Just know that among those 10 people, so we have to be politically correct. Let them go and deliver the message from the Zambian people. All right, people? Share, guys. We are here. Kuria Mariashi Mumushi, my James Chongo. Good to see you. I'm in a good mood today. Guys. Bad things are happening, but we have to balance our moods. Even if bad things are happening, we have to balance our moods, because life goes on. I love you too much, Banyendo. I love you, all my people here, my compadres. Love you too much. Thumbs up. Mwaiseni. Kuriyama topic, guys. Many topics, Arena Mansa in the house. Amena Mansa in the house. But that's in energy. And life is what you make it, you know. Life is what you make it, people. You know. In other words, you make your bed, you lie on it. So life is what you make it. At the end of it all, when it's all said and done, and you look back, how will you feel about how you lived your life before other people judge you? It's like, when it's all said and done, how will you feel about how you lived your life? If you have children, what will your children say about you? Were you a good role model? You know, in the community, what will the community say about you? In your family? It's life. Life is a conveyor belt. Hello, James, my son. I have so many sons, you know. God gave me 3 daughters and I didn't have a son, but now I have so many sons. I have so many sons all over the world. So I appreciate each and every one of you. And I have so many daughters, so many sons, so many friends, so many brothers and sisters, so many mothers. It's like, wow, it's amazing. You know, we thank God for the internet, for connecting us together. We have developed friendship and connections, networks, which would not have been possible, you know, 30 years ago. You know, 30 years ago, we wouldn't be here. But we are just a phone call away. We are just a click away. So we thank God for internet and for life and for the technology. We thank God for technologies that enable us to be here. Especially Facebook is like free, literally. We thank God for like technologies like Facebook, TikTok, you know, literally free, for free. You can't be bored, you know. You can find something. You can be a content creator. If you have a business, you can advertise for free. You know, if you're looking for a job, you can find a job for free. You know, I was watching one social media blogger. I think it's yesterday. I saw one, a social media blogger. She's based in London. She's a young girl, you know. I would say she's my daughter. And she married a white guy over there in the UK. So she's a vlogger. So she was like, oh, you guys, you always ask me, how did I meet my husband? So she did just a short clip of how she met her husband. She's like, yes, I met my husband on Facebook for free in a group. You know, I was just like, wow, this girl was giving a testimony to say she met the man who married her on Facebook in a group, not even on a dating app. So it was this group, is like white, I think black ladies and white guys. She said she joined this group maybe like in 2013, and then 5 years later she made a comment on a post in that group, and the man replied to her comment, and that was the connection. Then they met in the inbox, and the man actually flew to Zambia to meet her, and voila, they got married. I think you know her. They got married and she had a daughter, and the daughter is there with her in London. She lives and works there. She's happily married. I'm like, wow. And people can complain that you are bored. Life in the Pama phone, my want to. People are having life-changing opportunities on this same gadget in a phone. So don't use the phone to insult or to demean people or to gossip, you know. This phone is actually a tool to earn money, to earn a living. For anything is here on this phone. You know, to advocate. For myself, I'm an advocate. If we didn't have the internet, this free Facebook I have, I wouldn't be here, because I don't think I'll be able to be paying all this money plus my time. Well, Ghost, you need to come up. I hope I'm level, but only Friday. I'm not going to Well, Ghost, Ama team is in the house. I see Ama team now, yes, sir. But Emily, I see you. But Tandy, but Dustin, I see you. Ama team now, yes, sir. You need to come up. Facebook, then share. What's the problem? Anyway, Facebook, bali fianta. It's okay. So, Facebook, which then share, when I'm bali fianta, then share. But if Shifona Wuli, I'm a team na. I know my audience, I know my regulars. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. But yeah, we're just talking briefly about the power of the internet. It's like you can use the internet literally for anything. You can find a job, you can find a wife, a husband, a girlfriend, you can find your long lost friends. You can find, if you are bored, you can join groups, and you can even start groups where you discuss about things. Yes, marriage is also on internet. I'm lonely, I need a husband. Go on the internet. Now we can internet was internet. Ukasanga fya chimu Chinese akumona isa kusenda. Limbi mulume obe ali ku China ali kulolera. Mwaishwa badasin. I know you're a family man. I don't know you personally, but you know, from the few things that you say, I know that you're a family man. But for all the single people out there or jobless, if you are a professional, tulande fe kuli baba mweba kwatama pepala mweba sambirira. Na mweba sha sambirira kula babambi balefo ayama maids. But yeah, who made you have to be very careful. Yeah, who made you have to be very careful. But like professional people, ngawalikwatama pepala is very safe to find a job. Kuma Europe, especially kuma Germany, vale ingishe nchito mwebana before tatulaingira ma politics. Walisambira bafyasho bali kutumine ku China, kushani uko walikwatama pepala. Look on the internet. Use ChatGPT. Mwafaye nchito pala pa ChatGPT, pa Google, you know. Looking for a job in your field, you will find that job. There are many testimonies. This is the new year now. This is the new year. 2026. You have to have New Year's resolution. For me, what I've done in my life, I'm over 50 years old. Every time as I am approaching the end of the year, I make New Year's resolution. And you have to plan and you have to think what you want to do in the next year. Yeah? Taifu ile new year ile yamba ile kusanga pa mopeni ulete fumofini. Mwambe koso kufitantika. Ine pano nindishi bakale. I know my game plan already for 2026. Ninjishu. I know it. So have a book. Have a book, have a notepad, start planning what you want to do in 2026. And it must be an improvement. Tetwe muntu uli 20 years life you're very fifth mofine. No. If ofeba kuruni for ofeba kwebati apanomba to adibomba ngawa bomba. Let's say you have worked 30 years of your life, then you can take it easy. Like me, I've worked 35 years. I look young, but not womba. So I laugh when people say, Alefa Enchiton. Do you know how many years I've worked? Do you know how many years of getting up every morning? Over 35 years, wabuka every day. I have worked over 35 years of my life. And I started daily. Not 30 years, tamabomba poenchito. 20 years hustling. I started working 20 years. So panopondi, I have 30 years ukubomba. Including raising my own family. I have raised 3 daughters. They are all grown adults. They are all independent and intellectual women. They are all grown. On top of working. So Panutulelanda, we know what we are talking. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. So guys, what am I saying? 2026 Elisa. Make a plan for 2026. Make a plan. Make sure 2026 pa Elisa. Now to improve your life and how you are going to do it. Things don't just happen. You have to make them happen. Things don't happen at yo. If you don't feel never no, yes, but you have to make things happen. Things don't just happen. You have to make things happen. And how do you make things happen? By planning. You have to plan. You have to speak into existence. You have to ask God to give you what you want. You have to demand to God to say, God, you know, you want call Isa. And if you say everything you ask, God will give you. If you ask with a clean heart, not from jealousy or competition, God will fulfill the desires of your heart. If you ask genuinely, and me, whatever I've asked genuinely, I have received. I can testify to you. We're not here to talk about personal stuff, but Bill 7 in Gayapita, Emma topic to Kalalanda, but to Kala Muma lifestyle discussion. Bill 7 in Gayapita, we will have nothing to talk about, but to Kalalanda Pama lives, and just I'll become a mentor. I will become a mentor online. Bill 7 in Gayapita, I'm done with politics. You know, but yeah, so we're just saying, by youth, young people, you know, mature adults, always make a plan in your life. 2026 is coming. Have a plan for 2026. You can improve your situation. I know, like Zambian youths, it's tough, you know, but I was saying you can find a job online. Be plugged in, use the online to get a job. And then, more Americas, there are a lot of young people in America, and there are a lot of opportunities in those in America. So those in America, please, you know, if you're in America, don't be content is all I can tell you. Time flies. More American style. Me, I've been here 26 years. You know, I've been here going on 26 years. And you know, there are people I've found in America. They have done nothing. They do the same job they came to do 26 years ago. So you need to pray and make a plan. Don't be content. More Americans, take a risk, you know. In life, if you don't take a risk, you don't get up anywhere. You don't get anywhere. You have to take a risk. If you have a job, try to get a better paying job, you know. Try to do something. Try to better your life. Keep moving forward. Don't be comfortable in poverty. There is one woman whom I worked with. She'll give us this pep talk when we have our morning huddle meetings. She was just like, don't be comfortable in poverty. Be uncomfortable, you know, like do something. If you're young, you know, you are young, you have a whole life ahead of you. Don't be comfortable in poverty, you know, be uncomfortable. So in Zambia, we're talking to the youths. It's like, why should you be comfortable with 2 hours of load shed, with 21 hours of load shedding? You have to say no to that. It's like, no, we need a government to give us power. We need a government to create jobs for us, you know? So these are the things that everyone has got different problems in life. Like to the different levels, you know. Like my level, I have different problems. Like a 21-year-old in Zambia and a 21-year-old in the USA, they will have different problems. So you have to tackle your problems according to your level you are. You know, you can't come and start trying to compare yourself to me, because maybe you're poorly. The level you are, nalipita pokale. I faced those challenges when I was at your level. Now I'm at a different level enough. So in myself, I have different struggles in life. Yeah. So it's just a pep talk, guys, before we get started, before everyone joins, to prepare everyone for the upcoming year, 2026. Have a plan for your year and make sure the plan is to improve your life, be a better person, you know, whether it's financially, emotionally, you know, weight-wise, you know. So we need to take care of our health more as you grow older. As you know, you hit a certain age, you are more prone to certain diseases that come with age. So we need to have preventive care and make sure, you know, we have wellness programs in our lives so we can live longer. Yeah. You know, like longevity is not by accident. People who have a long life is not by accident, but you know, you have to be care about yourself, your health, you know. Wellness matters, what you eat, your exercise, your lifestyle, your quality of life, what you drink. So all those factors. If you are somebody who's going, a woman, for example, you're hitting 40, you are hitting 50, you know, you have to take care of yourself. So all these are the things that you need to be aware of. You have to check your weight. Yeah, like I have to check my weight. I need to lose like 10 pounds, you know. So yeah, I need to lose like 10 pounds. So all these things is like, you know, that's a New Year's, that's a common goal people make. If that's a common goal people make every year, New Year, I have to lose 10 pounds. Yeah. In Africa, February, na mulabako na ma workout programs, you know. The new year comes, you forget about the workout program. So that is that, guys. But Irene Ngulu, actually, we know daughter of Zion in the house. Well, she went up kwambira lero. But we can just, you can just join in, guys, and talk about the political situation. We had a long day yesterday online, Mwemantu. Twali chesha. Twali chesha. But kuno kasuba. For me, I spend my whole day here. But kuzabali kuzambia bali chesha tabali. Okay. But Elia, I need to lose a lot of weight by the grace of God. You have to commit first. Weight loss is mental. Na ini hapa so mwandi ni weight. Umuna mumona. Amatoba yao bansho bani weight yonsi. You got to go. Next year mfuye na isapanunde. By March next year, my cheeks must be like, you know, if everybody weight, you know, some people, the weight shows on different places. But for me, weight amatobo, namarele, awo mwantini. Filabashoba chair, chiamaveli. Ah, that's why pa camera kula langa fio muntu esota kuli kula. We have to lose weight. We want to acquire this. A New Year's resolution. We have to lose weight is a commitment, you know, psychologically. You have to commit to exercise psychologically. From there, you have to watch your diet and exercise. So 3 things I want. And drink lots of water. Ish. Anyway, so let's get to business, guys. So back to politics. Kuliama lawsuit here, really 2 lawsuits. Thank you, Mama Elia. 2 lawsuits. One by Celestine Mukandila, which is suing the entire parliament. Nama Clerk Kaufera sued. Yeah, Zambia. Everyone, Kaufera, they have been sued. Kaufera Wona, they have been sued. And then kwaisa na lawsuit nombea ba Makebi Zulu na yena Makebi Zulu has sued the Attorney General only. So congratulations to our young men there, Celestine, our lawyers Celestine Mukandila, and our lawyers Makebi Zulu. Makebi Zulu has gone after the Attorney General, and I'm going to read what the lawsuit says. It's there on my Facebook page. Mama Elia, thank you. You are special too. I love you. God brought us together for a reason. And we are here. We are not going to be distracted from politics because that's why we are here, some of us. Akuna kulala tani lero ati bachiringo okuvota bushana abavota lero chachi bashani teti bavote nga bavota nishimira ndu ni contempt yo kuti balevota pali illegal bill twamikanina. I hope tabachi vota. I hope the parliament did not vote. But Newton Kamanga Mulishan. Hi, Newton. Good. How are you? Welcome. What is your take on what's going on?
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot to say.
Okay. Go ahead.
Concerning the Bill 7.
Yes, because the Bill 7. Yeah.
It has a lot of concerns. Then I don't think that one has to pass through.
Yeah.
Because looking on the things that will be there to affect us in the future, there are a lot. Because if we only look on the negative sides of it, you find that a lot is there to affect the people, only to have benefit on the party itself. Yeah. So I don't think that one it has to be amended at the end of the day. Because if you might see, others are telling us to say that to be amended. Amending that, it will be there to cause less expenses at the end of the day. But also looking on the other side, you find that expenses will be there more than they are today. Because, for example, let me just give an example of the seats that you have for MPs. It's on 156. What if it goes to 211? How much is the CDF which they usually give to each constituency? All those are expenses. And let's look on the other side, that Bill 7, it will be there to bring dictatorship. Because there is what we call what we call risky to democratic accountability, where by-elections will be there to be eliminated. And the president himself will have the power to appoint MPs. What if the president appoints an MP in a constituency which is not needed by the people? Because for the country we live as, for the power of the people, they are the ones who are supposed to vote. They are the ones who are supposed to appoint. And then a president comes in to appoint an MP. Is that MP going to be authorized by the people there, or it will be an effect at the end of the day? Because somehow that is dictatorship. And in the near future, we might find that he will be doing things on his own, whereby whatsoever he wants to do, he will do it. And us as people have no say concerning that. So all those are issues. All those are issues. So I don't think this Bill 7 should go ahead.
With this Bill 7, actually, I was in a meeting somewhere today, earlier, where somebody said something which made a lot of sense. And the person said that, you know, this Bill 7 actually is already in motion. It's like Bill 7 in motion, because this UPND, they have already suspended by suspend constitution by UPND. And there are many examples to confirm that UPND has already suspended the constitution. They just do what they want. If we look at the recent development, Bill 7 efyo yaishire. But President Kachinga bali kwisa ni kumongo kulia Kachinga ni kwisa. Baishire imafye at the youths have approved me to amend the constitution. Mwamona, even the way Bill 7 yaishire, it was a violation of the process. That's why Bawesisi and many other stakeholders are saying this constitution, this amendment, the way it has come in a wrong way. The process is wrong. So number one. Number two, mulole shefu chitika kuisized. Kuisized kulabadi bika maruza ya shabako. Aya kwebati ba mwangalaza romist must sign on adoption certificate here kwa MP. Were those things tabled in the parliament? Did parliamentarians approve that ECZ should, Mwangala Zalomi should be the one signing on adoption of whatever, adoption certificate of MP? Did that go through parliament? No. Another thing which is contentious, this thing, the hijacking of PF political party, is abrogation of the law. By Zambia police, naba registrar, and who else? Naba ECZ, including in fact, the three arms of government, they are all involved in hijacking PF. Mwamona. Because kujudiciary kuya kwa diba court case yaba PF, ku legislature eko aba neri muti, they have recognized an illegal president. And the legislature, home affairs yaba kwisa. Legislature, judiciary, I think legislature in my home affairs. But home affairs, I don't know if they are under legislature or executive. So the home affairs, ku police kulia. Equala department yaba registrar of societies. Eba chitire efyo bachita kuli okuchinja ma office bearers and whatnot. This Zambian constitution has been suspended kale. Mamona, bali ambaka okuchita efintu kumaka yabo. So number Bill 7 is just a date stamp nomboko kuchita official to officialize these illegalities they have been doing. Mwamona. If yonse fyali ambaka yokuchitika ifintu fyali pena kale fyali pena mu Zambia. Lota kwaba. Mwamona. Zambia ni banana republic. Umuntu wa ipayo umuntu afuma. Umuntu wa bepa fiobu fi hate speech bamwingisha 1 year 6 months. Ukola fya kutiba mkakira kumbali bamuchitana warning awe kumwingisha bana kachinda kesi ya botakwaba balingira, you know. So we are in trouble as ichalo chili muma problems, and the solution apatufikire nomba ni judiciary, the judiciary of Zambia. Nga mwali kwa tala lawyer ba bululu muba tagging, tag MP, tag lawyer, tag Zambian judiciary, because Zambian law bani senda kale chali kwa kuma elections yuku bali bika kwa mamaka kulia baba laba Mwangalaza Lomis ni ba goalkeeper baba UPND. She's not a civil servant. Mwangalaza Lomis is not a civil servant. She is a goalkeeper to make sure that any project of UPND, if they are Peter, Mamona, twise ku legislature kuliana ko bali abaneri mutira bena bali ni ba goalkeeper baba UPND to make sure that fiance ba UPND for bali fire fia Peter. That's why I salute kuli ba mukandira for suing the entire parliament. We need aba ome banshindo nga mukandira. May God protect him and bless the womb iya musendere. Because mwebambi mutukisha abafyashi benu, but bambi abafyashi benu are blessed because of efya olechitire chalo. God bless Munia, is it Makebi Zulu also for suing the Attorney General and bless the womb that carried him. But mwebambi again mukala tukisha abafyashi benu because of upupa bwenu. But we are here to bless these two men, Makebi and Celestine. They are a role model to patriotism in Zambia. Eba umebo to the fire. Ema examples yaba umebo to the fire yaba youthi. Eba umeba nshindo Zambia to the fire to call men of Zambian soil who will defend Zambia until their last drop of blood. How can an entire, even Munia Zulu as well? But in the moment, I don't want to leave out anyone. Ndela na vipama law cases are alleged. Even Binu Mpundu, also God bless Binu Mpundu, and the womb he lay in. Banyinaba msendere. Binu Mpundu. How can an entire opposition not walk out? Ili ashtuambile kulanda mailo. Ukweba tiba UPND, when they were asked to say, let us talk about the 10-point plan and the promises you made, UPND walked out of parliament. They did not want to discuss that. No, by opposition parliament, kwaisa illegal bill, na bamieva. Na bamieva ti bill ni illegal. You are sitting in parliament, you can't walk out. It means you are ready to vote that law into law, the bill into law. This is the meaning of the opposition MPs not walking out. when Nelly Muti introduced that Bill 7 on the floor, an illegal bill which was pronounced illegal by the Concord on June 25. It's an illegal bill. Everything is illegal. They are running around like chickens without a head. They appointed a technical committee to collect 11,000 plus submissions. And today we are told by Dr. Mwelwa that it is mathematically impossible to collect 11,000 plus submission in 12 days. So how did they collect those submissions? Because aba masomo balanda calculate balanda it is mathematically impossible to collect 11,000 votes plus. It is impossible to collect them. Mathematically, it is impossible. So how did they collect them? So which confirms the fact that people have been saying they were paying 3,000 for people to submit submissions which they had already written for people. Fia panga sense. Mamona mwewantu. Patuna balanda aba fimaso unaba calculate kwebati. Mathematically, you cannot collect that number of submissions in 12 days. Ama submissions yakulisha inshita ya chepa. The article is on my page. It's like it's like point. It's not even a minute. If we use that the number and the time, it will be like a point something minute to submit each one. There you go. So again, the submissions have just been proven to be a fraud. If we follow the submission here by Mwelwa, then those submissions were a fraud. People were paid and they were just given a paper, sign up. That's how it can work. I want to buy the kuya submission, buy the mukusaina on its submissions which were already printed. Because for me to make a submission, I need at least 20-30 minutes. Chiramuntu. Mwalanda mle yasukana, mwalanda mle yasukana, mwalanda mle yasukana. A submission to change the constitution. So now news has just come out after Bachita Bapenda in Samushba Pituka Mwati. It's not possible, it can't. There is no way they could have collected that many submissions in such a short period of time. Unless a Yama submission, but they print by a technical committee. So those technical committee people, they are looking to go in for fraud. Next thing, Mwana Mona ni lawsuit, Vala suing a technical committee. Baka yellow ndolola. How they managed to collect those signatures in such a short period of time? Because again, the findings are private. But we never to pay a monte for later submit. Abena Zambia tabako my computer na my laptop. So each paper, people must come with a document in a handwriting yabona signature for submission yandini. They must provide the evidence to the courts of law of those submissions they were paid. They submitted, otherwise kwanga. You are taking Zambians for a ride. So and this thing of taking Zambians for a ride must stop here, must end now. You people, you are enabling a corrupt government, the entire technical committee. Honestly, we shall see you in court. This technical committee should be taken to court, and so that the court can verify that those submissions where people should be called to come and prove that they actually submitted those submissions. mu Zambia abantu tabakwata ama nani kani ama computer takwa ama light so abantu tabayimena na ama computer bashita print ama submission yabo kulya. People were going there ngabaya kulya ku technical committee balemba submission yabo lo basaina na witness asaina. So that technical committee should be able to produce all those records. Otherwise, those technical committee people, Navena, criminal cases are following them. It's a crime. Submission ni crime. Unless they can prove it to say these 111,000 people actually submit. Otherwise, never technical committee. They did illegal work. On top of the committee being illegal, what they were doing in that committee is illegal. Welcome to Chamba, the Banana Republic. Mwashinikisha fyo mmewa Zambia ni Banana Republic. Mwashinikisha. An entire committee who is illegal, on top of being illegal, bayamkuchita illegal things kulia. Baleri Pirabantu to submit. Let them go and prove that people actually submitted. Let them prove it. Ba daughter of Zion, welcome. Ba Jab Chomo, welcome.
Thank you, Queen Kumi.
Yeah.
Yeah, so these people, like you have said, they need to be arrested. Because they have no right to be doing things anyhow. Zambia belongs to all of us.
Lawlessness. Rule of law, Hakainde. Oh, but Hakainde Mwanjini.
So if they are tampering with our country, our land, everything that concerns Zambia, where do they want the Zambian people to go or to do? What ni vichani vamene vafu na mazambia ni kuti vachite vachita vintu mwanga Zambia vankala mocha bebeka te
watakuwa abafye nangu nipanga nda walikwata abana. If your children are grown, you have to ask them. Na kama anafia kanono. Otherwise bala isa senda mwana ngani kuno kwa diwa child protective services. Bala isa msendo mwana. CPS.
Yeah, so what they are doing is not right. So we just pray and pray that our God will fight this battle for us. Because there's some news that we are hearing that selling lands to foreigners, taking the lands of 3 chiefs. You take all the lands and you make one license to give to a foreigner, one person. What about those people who were born in that land? People don't even know all these things.
So, it's this whole election is tied to Echevalechi Tamuma 4 years. Echevalechi in the last 4 years, ama MOU basaina. Ngawapo na mu 2026 it will backfire.
Yes.
So, mwena Zambia, fionse fyo bachite, fima MOU basaina. Ngawapo na mu 2026 ifika chita backfire. So number if it mu bill 7 yumu fia kweba kwaliba ya article 103 ili mu bill 7 ilela ndo kweba tinangu ba president bapona umuntu abatwala ku court if there is a dispute on the presidential election amakabale pera ba judge kupingula. The power is being given to the judge to determine presidential election case.
And that's why vanachita fire yonse ya jama judges yenzeko bafakamo ma judges yao ma criminals yanzao so that vikafika kuri hivyo vaso vazifavoringana.
Family apachilelando kwebati I amendment of Article 103. Article 103(2) of the Constitution is hereby amended by insertion of the words determine immediately after the word here. Mwamona. So this Article 103 is it deals with the election, the petition of presidential election results. So ngapabati ine naima that our president yama results yabo they were manipulated na yakukoti bale parents ambu kuchita determine kupingulo kwebati awe ayama results yali fye bwino. So bill 7 ineyo mbwene fye pali fyonse ifyonse nafi panombe chibipishe ko chakwe bati nga kwaba dispute muma presidential results nga fya ya kukoti ba judge bale ba parents ambu ya kupingulo kwebati awe let this uyuari winanga lipumulo stumbeko wa iminine ifinomboko ture ya niba Hakainde balipo. So ba Hakainde, no one will be able to challenge those results. If they do fya ya kukoti ba koti bale ba pera maka ya kupingula. Mwamona. So nangu let's say kwaba dispute baitwala mu parliament to impeach him, then they can use this law to say the judge will determine the results, the eligibility. So it's like they are fixing the results. You cannot challenge whatever result the ECZ announces. No, but the danger is balaba mwanga kudya niba kada mwalimu anatia chitika pamulandu wa mwana wabo twalilanda twalinaka umwana wabo alifuma neri ashiyali talala na my elections efo yakaba nangu bakachite rig tukale mona bakale bikama ballot mushi yafimu tukemya tyawe aya my election ye nabeba ama judge bakesala ndatiati na ifyo fi nefe bapingwire bakuyisize defo chala
Tinde vina chitika kutanzania.
Yeah.
Chija chimukazi chicheza beo chirudinga no rudinga man.
Yes, that's what will happen in Zambia. Them never.
Wicked people. Zambia, wake up.
Every chitika mu Zambia.
And they are just there for themselves. And they are going to destroy Muzaka zipeza mribana marandi na konse kwe munkara bakupisha because
mwaliba mwana ba chitabaya kulyokulifya ma democracy konse tabaya.
Don't be ignorant.
Where there is democratic gathering by HH, you won't see him there. Kuma UN, kuma SADC meeting konse tabaya. But kulyoko baipe abantu obo balesangwa na bina. Ulia Burundi, ulia ba umanana nkwaka piuri wa Burundi na yena ni dictator. Uyu wa Malawi na yena ni dictator. Uyu wa Somalia na yena ni dictator. Uyu mkashana wa Tanzania ni dictator. Bantu balesangwa na bina. So bale ba train na ififile isa mu bill 7. Ero bill 7 yali bakale in motion. Nomba bale fo ya fe parliament ye mkudinda party. Yes. Hello parliament. Bali shamokale. That's why tabachitire walk out. Ya bill ya ishire ya idigo muria. Ba parliament bali ikere. And they were ready to vote it into law. They are ready to vote this thing. But parliament was bali diamu.
What's wrong with all these people?
Bali balaye njito ngani ba opposition bali balaye njito bambi they will be adopted kudia kuma opposition. Ama 3 million mwali umfakari bambi bali bapera. So bena Zambia, our hope is in the judiciary. Ama court ya ku Zambia ni mwebo tulelilirako mube nga ama court ya ku Malawi. The courts of Malawi is what saved Malawi. So now we come to the Zambian courts to do the right thing. It's better than to put 21 millions of Zambians in problems. It's better mwama judge 5 than mwabike chalo muma problem. The ball is in the court of the judiciary. Mwipokama brown envelope ba judiciary mushitishe chalo. Filiaba ku Tanzania bachitire. Tamwakashirie mpiashe mukala butuka muchalo. Tamumwena uyo judge wa kunani wa kabuyali butuka. After pingure tia butuba ali butuka. Nomba mwema judges muli bakulu mwali kota. Shuwa mukale butaika mulandu wako chita please umuntu umo. You judges, let me ask you this question. Judges, you want to make a decision so that mukale butaika. Because now you'll be mukalati not facing a Zambian judiciary. Imilandu shiri kuma court yuko. Because ba parliament, ba legislature tuafirwa na bena. Neli muchi kuliana ena. Nama MPs bonse. They are ready to vote this Bill 7 in. That's why God bless Celestine and Makebi Zulu nafia kuma court. Nomba kuma court imwe. Are you ready to sell Zambia? Patufumo tuenu mwema judges. Mupoke ama brown envelopes at the expense of 21 million Zambians mushtishe chalo. This is the $1 million question. We should ask you judges by judiciary. Lekeni fe ba mitamfie nchito nangu ba mitamfie. Filafine mwachile declare Bill 7 illegal. Stand with your decision. Not mwafi pingula, futi mkafi pingulure. Fila mwachile pali ba Lungu. Mwalisekela mo ba Lungu filefe ba afwa imwe ba Concord. Pantu ba Concord na imwe. Blood yaba Lungu yaba pamitwe yaba Concord na imwe. Lungu's blood is only this Concord people's head. Because ever pingurire kesi ile abaya eligibility. Badi pingurire 3 times futu by say pingurura. To please ba Hakainde. Number eligibility of the Bill 7 badi pinguire. So futu balefa baka pingurule to please ba Hakainde. Ba judiciary ba Muzambia mwikarekazi gichalo ba coach. Zambia chalo nga ba ocholo Zambia nga bashitise chalo. Ni mwego ba judiciary ba Muzambia. It is now on the door of the judiciary. Napera, anyone can contribute mweba the audience you. So Emari Ashai.
Queen Pomondo.
Mukwai.
The following is to contribute ningu for Muleranda. Icha shupago sana kulifwe ama yana Zambia like tatwa kwa tension yako wenga constitution yes it's first to defend. Like corruption is the one which is on top. Hello? I would like the politics from Kenya. Ngamamuna lo ngakwaisa hii ashtekwa tia Bill 7. Ngamaku Kenya nkaroshizana ama artist kwa protest. Or artist ya public figures. Valema nama civilians na bantawa fe common. Vake mu street ya Independence Avenue. Valishta protest. Kula ndapa fishinga. But ngamasamu na mkantri mmies. Ama artist ngabaisa kwa tiko Bill 7. Valishezi even tiba ngatoa fulishiro kusala ndapa fishing. Ngamasa isati University of Zambia is a big institution. Ngatulia muna fishing of University of Zambia. Fish nombo muntu ushasambira fishishi vefina muchimo pa Bill 7 ushaishwe na constitution franda palinji. Kutasta defending nga University of Zambia constitution nani institution ikulu. Ilefera kusta defend, ilefera kuishwa ndapa fishing, ilefera praise.
They're paid to shut up, Kabiri. Patriotism to Lelanda. That's why in data Shishaba para Celestine Mukandila and Makebi Zulu. You know? Because these men they have refused to compromise.
So for like us Zambians need to defend ourselves. It's not about politics, but we should know like this This Bill 7, why most of the people they are against of it? It's not about they are hating the president the way you're saying, like maybe they are hating me, people they are hating. No. It's about why people they are against of it. They are against because we are lashing. How can you manage like to collect Einstein on Malako and Shashan? We pay the time, like, but you just want to amend the constitution because to favor you. Each Kalafich in Chakutit Ishavina Zambi. Like the daughter said about the one thing. You look about even this into section of mines, if it's of my mines. Just a dubious things. The very thing, therefore, we don't have a load map. Or fetched Katakuliko Fire. What play would I feel like? So we should have the times here. If you are a pure Zambian, if you know like you are a Zambian, you don't have other place to go. You need to defend yourself. Because for defend for even finish in terms of who support to benefit themselves. Always us we are continue to suffering. And the only thing which can defend ourselves is constitution. You can't be a Christian without reading the Bible. For you to be called a constitution, you to a Christian, you need to know a Bible. For someone to be called a Islamic, you're supposed to know Quran. So the only thing which can defend us is the judiciary, the way you said. Like that's why my contribution.
Thank you. Good point. If we are Zambians, we need to know our constitution. But our university won't say coffee. Inero nane kula inga kuli ulufiengo mucharo ifyongo fyale tudira kuma university. Anything elo nale kula ine when I was in high school. Fintu fyale fumina kuma university. Elo nomba bafisenda. Ama trade unions, ma opposition. But abawe neaba ichiba ma university eba le bush and turubundi. But if where it is opposite. In your timeline number, now they should, because these people, they know. Most of these people, they are like 10 years, Hakainde is like 10 years older than me or something like that. So now they should be my university. That's why he's quick to my university because he knows. He knows Hakainde na be but everybody university. If you're go fiale kumina my university. So when he's not giving chance to Kweba University to react. Before the university reacts, now I taka the state house. Mukuba pera ma sweet. Tibala ndenshi muni sweet mukan. Vascos, any news? Anything you want to say? We are just here. We are chatting, guys.
Yeah, very, very, very good contribution. I greet first everyone on the panel. I've liked the contribution so far. They say integrity is everything in life. So we seem to be lacking integrity from all aspects of our lives, I think. Look at the university students who cannot stand firm, defend the constitution, that it will affect each and every one of us. So the thing that I've been thinking over the Bill 7, looking at the caliber of the MPs that we have in Parliament, I've been thinking, is there a way that we, as a citizens, start a process of impeaching the president because this process should have started in Parliament, because there are clauses that have been violated already, and no one seems to be pushing that agenda. I know they will need numbers. So, is there a way as a country that just a general citizen move the motion of impeaching?
I don't know how we can do it because of the parliament. So as citizens, I don't know if there is a legal way as citizens, unless we start, through Oasis Foundation. I don't know how we can do it outside parliament, honestly. The best is just to go to elections, but it will be difficult kuma elections if this Bill 7 passes. Because this Bill 7 is guaranteed that once Bill 7 is signed, that Article 103 is actually fixing the presidential candidate. Yeah, that's the most dangerous one because Nangubari, yeah.
Because the same Bill 7, the president has the power also to postpone the elections. So you see that it has a lot of disadvantages.
Yeah, it's like
because it's given like 1 year to postpone the elections if the environment is not conducive. All those, they are disadvantages of Bill 7.
Yeah, so he can postpone the election in Gabai. So limbikitwa mu 2028 kwa my elections. Elo limbishafika mu 2028 again bachita postpone mwamona. Elo ngatwa kuma elections mu 2028 ba riginga kuri lyalo ya kwebati judge ule unyo babikapo. Ala suminisha yali ama results ya lumbula ba mwangala. So this Bill 7 is actually fixing a 2090 formula, is delivering 2090 formula. If you kama tomonanga kade samwa at 2090. If you fini.
So you know what? Now they're getting things on their hands, not knowing that us, we are the government, as the people.
We bale elo yi ayayene ama 6 bala isusha mu parliament. Ayayene ama 6 bala isusha mu parliament wala kwata 2/3 majority. Ero nga bakwata 2/3 majority that first past the post ama MPs eba kalasa la president. Kaidi fida fine tuwalela that nangunisho nkono ino ikapita. So they are like, okay, tuwala chitashani. Because we can have a president apita. Filena ba president abene mandirandire po muleibu kushabena cha mufire ati mufire mwansalira ma MPs nkabomba na banani nga ma MPs tamuba votere mwamona. So they sat down and thought fida twale beba ati ama MPs babo bonse bakapona. So number.
So this is now why he has come up with Bill 7 for him to be appointing whenever he feels
with the delimitation. This thing, the delimit aponombo provide some good fix yo is delimitation na yo is secret. Sabare tweba oko baleshta multiply oko baleshta divide my constituencies. So he is doubling some constituencies in his stronghold. Plus Nama nominated
without telling the criteria on how they
so yeah, they are not telling us when and how they are going to. It's all so fiance any big secrets.
Do you know that those delimitation also will bring in a lot of expenses? Let's talk of the CDF. How much is the CDF? It is 30,000.
Yeah.
Now, what of it they put in? What of it they brought in those other constituencies? How much money will be there to be spent on all these constituencies?
So it will be total of 111, 212, 211 minus 156. Vale letter 55.
How many constituencies?
So 55.
So 55
55 new MPs 55 CDF kulunda ponombo kufolesha ama 55 ama 40 million ero nomba tashimwoneka noko shireya shakule nipia pesha.
On top of that, they are failing even to budget for their CDF.
There is no money. CDF, there is no money.
We are a joke of a country.
Money is there. It's only these people, they misuse money. They're even failing to put a good budget which can even be formulated even within 2 to 3 months. They're even failing all those.
Ero nomba kukanona uko ati Zesco is getting broke but kanona ile pangama million. Can you imagine? If it's Kanona Energy Company. So Kanona Energy Company ile shtamala ichukuri Zesco and it is sucking Zesco dry. So Zesco ile ingira mu ile shtishe fipe. Zesco yambo kushtishe fipe. But Kanona ile shtama Zesco imile shtamala ichukuri Zesco eire wina. Mwe bantu bakwaleza. Where on earth?
You see, the major problem that I'm seeing is we are too docile as a people, as a country. Because these things that are happening in the country, people do not want to apply some critical thinking and look at things critically and say, this is not right. How has this company come into being? And all of a sudden is making money out of an institution which was established way back, which has a capacity to be making that
2023 company yamu 2023 mwebantu bakwalesa ile shtamala ichiku Zesco ero Zesco is becoming broke. Your company ile pangama million. And these people, they are going to collapse this country.
Yeah, that's true.
This country will be collapsed because nama teachers are bale English ama teachers tabale baforesha.
Now, you know what the other problem is that they are busy employing others. For example, they're employing teachers and other workers. Minus putting up infrastructures where those people will be working from. Let's look back how PF used to do things. They had a vision to say that they have to put infrastructure before employing people, not employing people before the infrastructures. So you need to build something that will be there to make the people develop at the end of the day, rather than bringing issues on top of issues. So these people, they just have poor planning at the end of the day.
Pariul foreign reserves have climbed to 5.2 billion. What are you talking about? So how can we have foreign reserves of 5.2 billion when abantu balera lo mafita? Waliba nomo iwo olele mbevyo. Kuchulera like chalo chose mafita but na mukwata 5.2 billion foreign reserve. Why don't they take that money and start importing power?
Where is that money? Where is that money? Let's talk of the FRA. People have sold maize to FRA. And others, they sold maize in July. Until to date, they are not paid.
Now, what $5 billion in foreign, at $5 billion in foreign reserve, but you are failing to pay farmers. So are you punishing the farmers? What is the reason you are not paying teachers? Even number newly employed teachers, they are not being paid. Farmers have not been paid. So what is the point of having a 5.2 billion in foreign reserve? Whom are you trying to fool? Fool yourself, Ukokwini. Don't come and fool people here.
On top of that, a farmer puts much effort on himself to do whatsoever they do. You broke the borders to say that we'll buy maize from them. We'll give them money on time. Now, people, they are failing to do their farming season right now. They don't even have money because they're still waiting for the same money that they sold maize to say that they have to buy farm imports. These people, they are not fair. On top of that, there is no electricity, which usually makes people at the end of the day to develop. Because most of the businesses at the end of the day,
it's an evil government. They are punishing people.
Now, all the angles you are blocking and you expect people to vote for.
Mule panika abantu by UPND. Ngana mkwata 5 billion in foreign reserve do you know ule land hapa. Kuti mwafiro kulipira ma farmers utuma mpio tu no nofi. Muna mkwata 5 billion US dollars in reserve. You are evil. It's like someone who muntu alefu na ukwato mtu wa kumuposha. Now ikala. You are watching somebody die when you have a cure for that disease. Mwari ba evil by UPND.
Toxic. They are now becoming toxic as if it's HIV, which
you are punishing people with a smile. How evil can you be? You people, you are evil. If you can come and write here at you have 5.2 billion in reserve when you can't pay farmers, nish, you are evil. Chimonendoshi. Chimono buroshi. Wasunga 5 billion mulefuro kulipira ma farmers infula yali yamba. Lelo tuli 5 months ba Edgar Lungu po baladira mu mochari mulia. Mwalileka no kulandapo. Mulindoshi onishi ya mchitikira. Yale landa ba mai ati muri bantu na muri hinyama. When we are walking to the village, Kaili, me I'm from Mazabuka, so to aleyenda nga mwanina train mwaikira pa Mazabuka palya na train from Kitwe ela mwanina ama lift ile ya kuchikankata. And then when you get on ama lift ile ya kuchikankata mwafika pa kopa palya pale ba madepo ya Mataba. So nga mwafika pa kopa palya ya madepo ya Mataba opo bale tuikisisha elo kwenda nomboku ya huku kuna there's a primary school 3-4 hours mulenda ke pension efyola. So sometimes kwaleba today enda bwaida. And my mother bakulire kumushi but bali sambire fo baide mtamu. So lyonse twale ya kumushi. So nomba yali ama days yo twale fika chimwafika pa kopa palya elo nomba kwenda okuya kuna days otakwalebe myotoka. Kwenda 3-4 hours nefyola ubushikulimbi bwaida nali umwaichi 10 years old 9 years old. But bamayosonga mwakumanye efi abantu filya abantu balelanda nishimwaimini n'obushiku ero bayipusha bamayo muri bantu na muri hinyama bale yipusha nga mulendo obushiku mwamfama movement kulya kuipusha muri hinyama na muri kaita mule mona but you can sense there is someone there. So my mom told me that is what her grandmother told her. When you are moving at night, you just hear it. If there are people there, you sense there are people, but you can't see them because it's dark. Nata umwezi. Twali kubuya. Batu bakamumuna. And then baisalanda. Muri hinyama na muri bantu. So na mweba UPND turemi pusha. Muri hinyama na muri bantu. Kambonanga muri bantu ngata musungi 5.2 million US dollars in foreign reserve. Gamutanali pila bali mima mali abongo hipopwe mapopwe magatola. Mwali senda mataba but you have 5.2 million US dollars in the foreign reserve and you are boasting here. Iwe na iwe chiyoko taumwe no iwachilana ndachinana kwata na mkwata 5.2 million US dollars in foreign reserve. Day asuka wamfa iwe lufunda. Umuntu na lembapa ati you have 5.2 million US dollars in foreign reserve. So my question to you by UPND, why are you boasting you have 5.2 million US dollars when you are failing to pay farmers? That is evil. That is pure evil. Muri hinyama na muri bantu kamtuambira. Nato avotera hinyama chita. Himebo.
If you to my talk with them, tissue and up.
Lastly, I think the only way to defeat the UPND, it's all about us, the youths, to formulate groups in each district in order to bring up conflict over what they are doing. And that will work out. These people will no longer have the power which they are doing. Whenever they feel like doing whatsoever they want, they treat us badly such that they do things as if now themselves, they are courts. They will be there to judge us, put us behind bars. We have been able to see all those things which are happening. We don't like it anymore because a lot of people have suffered. Others, they have lost their lives just for fighting for freedom. Instead of enjoying now, we are fighting for freedom again.
Second independence. How are you PND? Muri bantu nangu muri finama. Mutwele limbi tuavotere finama. Pantu techi mure yunfa. As we have 5.2 million US dollars in reserve. Foreign reserve when you can't pay AMA teachers. Aba limini amataba, you can't pay them. Melo mule yunfa tina mkwate mpia mu reserve. Shame on you. That is pure evil.
Our madam eva le tukalifya fyemito alifu abale tumfishe mitimo kukalipa umuntu ulera lensala ulera ntinga fye
na chikala mufiki hapa limbina korobo itachikwete chini mufiki
ukufwa fya dio they support. You shouldn't even die for things that you don't even know. When Monte Tapayo, he did the pineapple reach the window, truly the Fipamo won't to a face and then you are busy annoying people to say we've got this certain amount of whatnot, of which the way got upon we got a wish for money in MP. You should stop doing these things. These things want you one day. It want you, whereby you even want to be able to defend yourself. Even Mr. Hichilema himself says that if you defense, you think that Zambians are happy? We are not happy with the way we are living right now.
You know what? The way farmers are complaining, you know what? Farmers have been complaining day and night. I've been in one of the depots where people used to bring maize. They brought like the whole maize they had at their house, knowing that they will be paid on time. They had to give out a period of 3 weeks for the farmers to be paid. Now those farmers, they brought maize in June. In June, they started buying in July. From July until to date, they haven't received their money. Every day it's a story after story, story after story. Yeah, there is money for FRI. When are they going to pay? When are they going to pay? It's now December. Farmers were supposed to plant their seeds in order
but
to...
But 3 million,
and they are very comfortable. They are very comfortable eating money, free money there after voting for them.
But now what 3 million ya kupela ama MP. They are shameless. Now what 3 million ya kubosha ama MP. But ama MP abamwandi may God remember them. Ningofati bashita na MP ku State House. Lema UPND members ku State House. May God remember you mwema MPs ba Mozambique. Go safe. The 156 elected MPs plus the 8 nominated. May God remember you. Pafyo muchitire kubena Zambia. In the last 4 years you have been in parliament. You are a shame and disgrace to the history of Zambia. All of you. May God remember you, the 172, especially by 156, are elected. May God remember you.
May God punish them. May God punish them.
I know I heard about Mundu Vile. But I heard that Pari Mundu Vile, when asked to talk about the MPs, I can't speak for the MPs. Okay, Bamundu, you can't speak the MPs, but they are the same MPs who endorsed you. So how come the MPs endorsed you, which is not their duty to endorse you? But when it is a duty for their MPs to stand up to reject Bill 7, you say, may God bless the Zambian parliament of 2021 to 2026. They are a shame and a disgrace. And I'm not even scared to say this. If they are not a shame and a disgrace, why didn't they walk out? Parliament? Why didn't they walk out of parliament when they tabled the illegal bill? Why? Because why UPND walked out, UPND were confronted to say, can you explain this high cost of living, load shedding and whatever? UPND walked out of something they promised the people, but Babu to come parliament. Now by my party by illegal bill by MP like honestly, where are we going? But she taken a dissolve parliament. If I had the power, couldn't have it dissolved parliament. Na ever fina change to roll my elections yafiki. And upper number the thing is the Pama judge. Ama judges, let the judges do the right thing because Balash Tishe Chalo Mubusha. I'm done talking. Chua ambo kuchua lande fib.
Queen, that is my contribution by saying integrity is everything in life. These people lack integrity. These MPs lack integrity. Believe me, if they had integrity, they would have walked out from that nonsense. That bill was brought in. We walk out. Right. You have integrity. Don't be compromised. You stand for the people who took you there. You're representing the masses. Don't look at yourself. So integrity is this is a key thing which is lacking amongst ourselves as a country. If those judges had integrity, were principled, they are not going to entertain whatever manipulation. That's what the ruling government wants to take back to parliament, to court, because there's that judgment which was passed already. So why entertain that nonsense again to say you want to revisit that judgment? So on that basis, once they turn that judgment, then already Zambia is a banana republic, because this has happened before. And if they take that route again, what precedent are we setting as a country and as a people? I think we have a big crisis here now. This is why each and every one of us who is principled and who believes in democracy and wants to defend the Constitution has to stand up. So there should be a way for the public to fight this battle. This is why I've been thinking if it was a clause, we needed to start the
solutions are there. Solutions are there. What people they are scared of it is to show up. Whenever they show up, or they kill them. That's where the issue is.
So Welcome, Angel G. Vasavius, welcome. So relation in Kishefafine Mwalanda solutions are there, but people adjure them. So Bill 7 year in Girakari motion. Whatever I number what Mufisa, Muasa, Yama MPZ, Babike into paper, even law. They want now to put this bill. They want it to actually become in black and white. Eroni shinomba Zambia ikabani ku Congo takuli kulanda pama politics ukalaluba. Kula poka na license ukuli kwisa pa social media ukulanda pama politics, you have to get a license. There are many laws which they are going to implement without you knowing. And people bakala isa femkumi senda mumayanda. Tawishi weno kusha tuwalipango mulando. Kabidi balichita invest millions of dollars into spyware. Instead babule shirempia balichita import ya malaiti. Bashite miti mufipatala. They have invested millions of kwachas to oppress people. Cyber law didn't come just with a signature. It came with a lot of money to buy this equipment they are using to spy on people. That's why if you're a Zambian politician right now, Zambian politician in opposition, get off their local networks. Because whatever you are discussing, there is no secret. If you're a Zambian politician, or if you know a Zambian politician in opposition, get off a local network, use VPN, and use a satellite phone. And use qualified phone at Huawei. Huawei phone cannot be tracked or hacked. Emma phone babonfia. Ingole kala muchalo chapala nani kane Zambia where badeni trakina. You have to go under the radar. You use VPN, you don't use their network, because their network you don't say if you say they have invested in PShingi san. So ngawalishi wa Zambian politician in opposition mwebyashite satellite phone. Elo ale bonfia VPN for internet. Or kwa iweya kwa mask baita chan. Get on that network. Starlink. You get on VPN, Starlink, use a satellite phone, and use a phone at Huawei of China. Otherwise, any kind of phone on their networks. That's why they are tracking you using their spyware.
I'm not even scared. Let them come.
Thank you for the gift. Thank you for the gift. But not to let them come. We are talking about these people in opposition who are making strategies. You don't want your enemy to issue a strategy. Mr. Parefio Rechta. Wapanga strategies to enemy overnight na I some kuchitanan kan. Before you deliver your strategy, he strikes. No. Bena bushana muishwe for barechita. We don't know to them when I think they are planning secretly. But for us, in opposition, we are in a glass ball. Zambian in opposition, we are in a glass ball because of the cyber law and all these security things, spyware, which are all over the country. And by opposition, we are no sana, so they track them. How the hell did they find Ruby in Takwari nyoto keshade mukonka from Lusaka to Kabwe? No, they are using the spyware. They can able to see from your phone. If you're on MTN, Zamtel, they can see your location. Exactly. That's why if you are a criminal, you don't use the phone. They can track you. This phone is a tracker. If you're on the local network, you have to use a satellite phone, VPN, or phone idea ku China idea twawe kapshinga baitacha. Awa shtishefi amba kuma America mumona basabai bashanti. $1 million business. But yeah, you are illegal. But they survive because they use methods. But ni illegal number if we are in a democracy number to ambokula tonton kanya to use methods. What to reach shafi and what to commit crime. Being in opposition, it has become a criminal act in Zambia. Can you imagine? I never thought I could live to the day where being in opposition meant I was a criminal. Just talking against Hakainde Hichilema, I am already a criminal. What a shame, Hakainde Hichilema. What a legacy you are going to leave in Zambia and to the rest of the world. To criminalize all your opponents for what, Hakainde Hichilema? Is it worth it? When you are dead and gone, when you meet your maker, will it be worth it? All you are doing, will it be worth it? And his wife too. Jesus, you can tell these people bad things. Is it worth it to criminalize the whole country? For what, Hakainde Hichilema? You have everything. You have a beautiful wife, you have a family, you have money, you claim you have money. You are the president of Zambia. You got power democratically. Isn't that a proud thing? Can't you just serve the people of Zambia and leave a good legacy for your name? Because you were in opposition for 20 years. So now, because of greed, you want to end your political career negatively. When all these 20 years you were in opposition, you were a law-abiding citizen. Lelo mupiribuke ba Hakainde lelo mupiribuke. Ndemyeva insansa shinyo bulanda. Inena aliko kulanda padi ba Hakainde lelo kutina bebe fibi. I'll just listen in. Let me end my talk on this man. Because there is no way in hell he can create Zambia into making anyone opposition a criminal. You start hunting down opposition. What ni game meat? What ni yakati mule mukushtanani? Mugu, I don't know what hunting in Bemba is. You are hunting down your opposition like wild game meat, shooting. Oh, Mamona take new opposition, ni aim and fire. Hakainde Hichilema, what a legacy. It's a shameful one too. Abalande ko ine nampera.
Good evening, good evening.
Evening. How are you?
Is it good morning or is it good afternoon? Is it good morning? Whatever we can get.
It's morning.
Yeah.
It's morning.
Yeah. Okay, for me, I have two issues I need to contribute on this matter for now. I feel the frustration, Madam President, that you have in your heart currently. That's what is going on in my head and in my heart. The frustration is just too much. And then you tend to ask people and see to say, Mwelesa, where are we as a country where we've decided to throw away our integrity as a country, where we've decided to throw away the norms, the tradition, the culture of Zambia that we've had for the past 64, 65 years or so, if there's such kind of a thing, you know, since we got independence since 1964, where have we thrown away that humanity in us? Ubuntu, Where have we thrown it away? What has become of us? Is this the end of the world? That now money has become more important in our lives than the culture that we've inherited, the rich culture, the rich, Ubuntu that we've had, the rich tradition that we have, the rich of Zambia is that everybody in the region admired. Where have we thrown all that? For the sake of what? For the sake of money? That we don't care about the person who's next to us. All we care about is ourselves, and maybe even just you yourself as an individual, not even maybe your children, because some people can come and insult to say only those with children should not, only those without children should not talk about Bill 7. And I know some people have said, I've asked for forgiveness and all that, but I can forgive you, but I will not forget. The words more piercing than your actions. If you beat me a slap, that slap will disappear. The pain I will get from that slap will disappear. But the words that you've told me will pierce through my ears. They'll always be coming in my ears. And yes, I can have forgiven you, but the words have pierced, and they're still ringing in my heart. They're still ringing in my head. So forth. So it's so painful that as a country we can reduce ourselves to a level where we don't care about the next person who is maybe who's in support of the illegality that I'm doing. I don't care about this next person because they don't come from the country or the part of the country I come from. We don't care about this person because they are not UPND. We don't care about this person because they are not with us. We've reached at that point. Where is our conscience? Where is our Christianity? Some of us, our constitution has defined who we are as a nation, Zambia as a Christian nation. Where is our Christian value that we have? Where are the Christian values that we have as individuals or as a country? Why have we thrown all those things? But what have we done? We've inherited hatred. We've inherited bitterness. We've inherited, this hatred for each other, for one another. We don't care. Or because we are not supporting this. And this thing, I am able to see all these things now at this time. Before, I never used to see it. In this, I'm seeing this even to know that I'm Bemba, I'm Janja, I'm Kaonde, I'm Luvale, I'm Rose. I'm knowing it now. I've had so many friends from across the country, Bembas, Lozis, Kaondes. We've mingled as a family. Today, I'm at a point where I can see that we've disintegrated because of politics, because we don't support the HH, because we don't support UPND. We've thrown away all those values as a nation. And you, as a father of the nation, Mr. President, when you look at the things right now and where we're coming from and where we are, would you say you are a happy president who can say, I'm a nation that I'm leading and it's a nation which is good, which is happy, or it's a nation which is leading bitterness? The same venom that you are saying, I see people hate me. That is what you have actually sown in the people that surround you, and now they're speaking to other people. And when the people retaliate by that spirit of hatred toward the people, you feel it because that's what you've sown in the country, Mr. President. It's so shameful that I sit today and look at how much we've gone down that route where we don't care about the person next to me, next to us. It's so shameful. Now I need to talk about the issue of Bill 7 the issue of Bill 7, want to draw a few things from people like Chimfatayari today can come and ask us, because we've said this Bill 7 is illegal and unconstitutional, and he comes stupidly to come and insult the Zambians intelligence and say, where is that judgment that you are talking about? And in his own senses, come to us as Zambians and ask us for the judgment. They want
just have to
come
follow
to
up.
a point where, because Zambians have got this culture of not reading, to come and say, where is the judgment? You see the narrative that they want to carry along the Zambians, because they don't, where is this judgment that was passed? And because they know that we will not have that judgment, or maybe have not seen the judgment, they want to ride on that. So if we don't have a judgment, why has the Attorney General Kabesha Mundilo or Mundilo Kabesha gone to the same court to go and seek that they nullify that judgment which was given, if there was no judgment? And then you come and insult us Zambians that where is the judgment? It's so shameful. Chirifatayali, eat the money that you are eating, but please don't show your stupidity to the Zambians who are not in support of Bill 7. Leave the people. I don't know where we are, why we've reached where we've reached, that we can't respect each other's opinion, each other's right to freedom of association, each other freedom of what I have to say as a person, freedom of expression, freedom of affiliation. I don't know why we can't respect that. But you want to insult. Definitely, when you insult my intelligence, I'm going to respond to that nonsense, because it is very wrong to insult the Zambians because they've not read the judgment, because they have this culture of not reading. But you can come and tell us, where is this same judgment that you are talking about? Are you listening to yourself as a human being? I started by asking us, where have we thrown the values, the tradition, the culture that we have as a country? Because I was coming to this age where somebody can ask, where is the judgment? When you have even read the judgment of what it was. It's so shameful. People can come to that level of insulting Zambians. Where is the judgment when we have the judgment? The MPs today, we hear a select, or is it a committee, or a select of committee, or committee of select, or whatever it's called, sitting when there is already an illegality on the whole thing of Bill 7. And you know, the confusing part about the whole thing, Madam President, I don't know whether you've gotten it or not. I understand the select committee was actually deliberating on the technical committee report. But you are saying we brought back the Bill 7 in the house, on the floor of the house. So why are you playing stupidity in our lives? You know, it's like I was talking to somebody to say, you know, it's like you go in the shop and then you see that there's a long queue. So how do I queue? And you are still shopping, and then you still want to queue that long queue, because you know when you get to the queue, by the time you get there, it will be late. So what do? Okay, since we are the two of us, you go and stand on the queue, let me continue shopping. It's like what I've done. Okay, there was no time for them to introduce the Bill 7 on the floor, because today they should have gone on reception. What do? Okay, let's just bring back the Bill 7 so that it will be running on the floor. Meanwhile, we are deliberating on this technical committee. So why are you deliberating on the technical committee and then you are saying you brought Bill 7 in its own original form? Hey, what is it you want the Zambians to pay attention to? It's kind of so sad to have a country where they don't respect the rule of law. So sad. So now, at the same time, they're saying, no, Bill 7 is going into the second reading. What second reading? What's going on? Meanwhile, we've got issues before the courts. There's so much, confusion on their part, and then you have to ensure that Bill 7 goes through because he has no chance. Meanwhile, you have another commissioner trying to push that the judgment is nullified, is 10 and whatever. I'm also seeing issues to say, oh, by the way, they have even given them now 5 cars each, the judges. I read somewhere, I don't know where, but I saw that, madam, this is latest. I read, I don't know if 10 minutes you're already on the I think on the platform, where I read that not MPs, the constitutional judges, each has received 5 cars so that they can be able to overturn the judgment. If money has been spent on this Bill 7 without caring about the affairs of the farmers, without caring about the welfare of the ordinary Zambian experience load shedding for 21 hours, without caring about an ordinary Zambian who's supposed to buy fertilizer at 1,200 when you said 750. When we ask where's the fertilizer for 750, you tell us and insult us. You can't afford to do so much for this Bill 7 for the few individuals you don't care, just to sustain your own ego, just to ensure that you remain in power for your own greediness, for your own power hungry that you have, so that you can control the means of production in the country. You don't care about the ordinary Zambians. That's why the president doesn't care about whatsoever is doing. His focus is on Bill 7. It has to go through. Because once that goes through, and I've said it on this platform, when this Bill 7 goes through, people come and realize the venom in it, the danger in it. And then they'll come and say, no, we should have been told. Don't come and tell me that, because we've said it on this platform. We've warned you people of the danger of this Bill 7. When you are reading it, it looks super good. That's why some people say, oh, it looks super good. But go beyond what the impact is on each of those clauses that we've been talking about. Then you'll be able to understand. We've spoken about the clause that is talking about the term limit of the mayors and the town clerks. We've told you the reason why they want to remove that. They want to remove that so that at the end of it, or the president will come and say, also remove my term limit. I also read the worst part of this, and this is what I've been saying. Madam President, I don't know if you follow me or if you really keep this on the delimitation report. When I told you one time, you told me, no, the delimitation report is out. I told you, Madam President, the delimitation report is not out to the public. Today, I read somewhere again where it said delimitation report by ECZ will only be published once Bill 7 goes through.
Oh my God!
Delimitation report.
Why
Why do you publish it after the Bill 7 goes through?
Whoa! Yeah, Shani.
Just taking Zambians for granted.
Kusamwa kwai. Ni kusamwa. Zambia, they have suspended them. Who said that? Who said that the delimitation will be published?
Madam, after I sent it to you, check your message. I sent it to you, and that's what they said. I told you from the word go. You said, no, the delimitation report is out. I said, no, madam, there is no delimitation report. Because if the delimitation report was out, we would have known exactly where they're going to do delimitation. But they've not made it public for the same reason of taking us Zambians for granted. They don't care.
I don't think I say the delimitation report is out. I said the statistics. The statistics, remember is it January or February? There was that report here ku ECZ, na report here ku Zamstat. When the government was publishing the census report, and then they tried to compare the numbers between the census report and the ECZ registered voters, and they were clashing. And look of talala. But we know that the delimitation
on that part, I agree with you. Yeah. What it was is ECZ had the Zambia Statistics Agency, Zamstat, produced the census report showing the population distribution in Zambia as at 2022 by province and by, they go as far as by ward level, okay? And by that time, if you saw, even in a month ago or so, there was that issue to say, no. Southern province has registered, is it 400 and something thousand registered, whatever voters. And then ECZ came to say, no. Well, what we have is this. They have their own way of computing statistics for whatever reason for Southern province. We all know why it's like that. But that does not align it to the delimitation report. Okay? It has nothing to do with that. So the delimitation report was done, but it has not been made public to the people. And now they are saying they're going to make the delimitation report public to the people once Bill 7 has come out. I've said this.
So what's the point of producing
the delimitation report? People have asked, where is the delimitation
report? What's the point of producing it after Bill 7 Yapita? Because people cannot shoot it down.
This is why they want to do it after Bill 7, because by that time it will be supported in the Bill 7.
It will be law.
You understand?
It will be law.
It will be law.
It will be law.
Yeah. Exactly. No, it's backed by law. So they'll go ahead and do the limitation.
Yes, they'll go ahead because they